to be showing you a little quick fix for a leaky oil drain tube for a 16G, 14B, 20G application. If your oil tube is leaking as mine is, and you don't want to buy a new one because a brand new OEM one is about $76, I will be showing you what you can do to fix this. They do tend to break or crack around the flex joint. I believe that is where mine is leaking from, so if this is the case for you, just go ahead and follow this. I think I broke it. It wasn't leaking before, but when I did throw on this new turbo, I believe I cracked it then, so I've been smelling and seeing leaking oil spills on my driveway, so I am tired of it and time to do something about it. So hold on and I'll show you what you can do. So once you remove it off the car, you just want to go ahead and examine it to make sure that everything looks good. And if you're suspecting that your crack is in fact in this flex joint like I am, try to look for it. But in my case, these cracks were like hairlines, so I cannot see it from here, but I will go show you how I found my cracks. So let me go ahead and turn off the lights and get you down into the actual drain tube, and you can see as I move it up and down a light, there's one right there. See the light coming in right there, and there's one right there. So I have about 2 cracks on my drain tube that were causing me to leak oil right there. Yeah, that's the pretty big one. Oh wait, that's a third. Jeez Louise, now I know why I was leaking. So nonetheless, this needs some modifications in order for it to stop leaking. If you're really ghetto, you can go ahead and JB weld it, but I'm not going to go that route. I'm going to show you something better. So here we go. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to get some sort of measurement to how exactly long the length of this is. In my case, I just went ahead and did a rough little tracing of it, so when I do modify it, I know how long to make it so it's going to fit the turbo exactly how this one fitted. So now what you're going to want to do is the scary part. You're gonna cut off this flex section. So I'm going to use an angle grinder or die grinder, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to cut, I'm probably going to cut right under these welds on both sides. So I'm going to cut right there and cut right there and get rid of that whole center section. So wish me luck. I'll show you what happens when I'm done. So here it is after it's all been cut. Yeah, like I said, I've been looking for these cracks in this, and I still can't find it. They were that thin, but they were thin enough or big enough to leak oil and make a mess all over my driveway. So that's trash. Now you want to make sure you clean these up very well, because this is where your oil will be going, so you don't want any dirt traveling back into your pan. I even went ahead and smoothed out the edges so there was no sharp ends or anything, and same for the top as well. Everything looks good, and I'll go show you what to do next. Alright, so this is what you want to do next. You want to go to your local hardware parts store, whatever. Luckily for me, I live next to Gates, so they have carry hoses and whatnot. You want to get a hose that fits really snug over the OEM drain tube. In this case, mine's a 5/8, so that fits very snug. We had to actually put some lubricant to get it to fit over. So get a good enough, like a good size, so you're not ending up cutting yourself short with the amount that you buy. This looks like over a foot. I knew that would be more than enough. So what you want to do is stick one end in, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put this right here, and then like I said, you go back to your drawing template. I'm gonna go ahead and just measure where I want to cut. So in this case,
it would be around here. So I would go ahead and want to cut somewhere around here. You want to make sure you cut more than you need, because once you cut short you can't go back. So go ahead and cut a little bit longer, and then we'll go from there. So I'll show you what happens once I cut this to length. So after you're done in cutting, you're gonna end up with something like this. I use some WD or whatever, some little lubricant to slide the hose in easier. I'm still working with it. As you can see, I am fairly close to the size I want. I'm gonna go ahead and slap this on the car and see where, if it needs to be pulled out more or shortened more. But with this, I'm able to adjust it per whatever free wheel I want, because it's not attached completely. So and then once you're done with that, just for safety of mind, I know this one's not going to leak, but I'm just going to go ahead and put a hose clamp here, and then I'm also going to put a hose clamp here and make sure that there will be no more oil leaks. And then you have your new oil drain tube. Don't have to pay 70 bucks. So that's that. All right, I'll be back. And here you have the final product. Everything is clamped, locked down. There shouldn't be any leaks. It's still gonna drain like it did when it was brand new out of the factory. And I saved myself about, let's say, pretty much $76, because I actually went to the hose store where they actually sell these hoses by like 10 feet, 100 feet, 20 feet, and when I asked for a foot, he just gave it to me. So all said and done, I didn't pay anything for this, just my time. And there you have it. So pretty much 1G modified oil drain tube to feed your, or to drain your 16G, 14Bs, and 20Gs. If you don't have one and you don't want to buy a new one, just go ahead and go this route. Alright guys, have a good one.